Hello, Malcolm. Hello, everyone else. I think my camera came on while I was trying to make this go full screen. Oh, boy, I'm really not hearing that. Do I have the game volume super low? No. Game volume's pretty reasonably high. Actually, it might be too high. I haven't done a test recording on this, so... Yeah, apologies if the levels are screwy. So, welcome back to Space Yeda. I guess this will be episode 3. It is actually really now called Pottstown. The colonists named the place Pottstown. I'll let them keep it. I was going to call it Space Yeda because the kids here on my island, Texada, call it, or Tejada, I guess it would have been pronounced, call it Yeda. So they did a few years ago. I mean, now they're all like 20 and have jobs, so who knows what they do now. Actually, there's hardly any kids left here. Our elementary school has like 7 students, I think, and one's principal and one teacher. And a local older couple does the janitorial. It's a nice little school. There used to be a lot more kids on the island, and it's usually a well-built little school. Anyway, here we are. We're back to the frozen castle on our cold planet. We are right at the equator, so it's not really getting deadly cold. I'm going to try something much colder next time. I like the cold. I haven't done a tropical yet. I'm going to try a tropical too, but I'm going to go for like ice sheet next time, because I think I can do it. We survived on hunting for the beginning of this. There's always something alive you can take the life out of and eat. That's the way. That's how it is on planets. Closed ecosystem, you got to find your energy where you can get it. Smaller life forms pull the energy out, even down in the crust. They're finding out now that tiny life forms down in the crust are spawning out stuff. Okay, so here we are. Place is much the same as we left it, but I did finish the Great Hall up nicely because it was a mess and I couldn't get it done right. We are digging a new food ball down here because we're having a little trouble stabilizing food. Let's see where we are. We got 10,000 in stock, so that's up. We had dropped down to 5,000 food at one point. I was like, ooh, having trouble keeping the animals fed, all that stuff. The dogs have been hauling beautifully, and every time they stop, I do that little trick of switching their areas and poodling with them. And it works. They head straight out hauling again, and they're keeping all this stuff haulified. They may just have quit, but I'm sure they're all going to bed. Let's check Grizzly here. Grizzly 2 resting. Yeah, they're all heading off to bed. They don't have quite enough beds. Could use a few more, but there's no more room for animal beds in the old kitchen. Let's go down south and see if anything spawned that we can murder for food. Oh, we got a herd of these guys already with little targets painted on them for hunting. Those are, what are they, elks? It's a sniper rifle, I know, it's silver, I know, but we're just leaving it there because it's a mile for them to get, and that sniper's useless to us. We're going to try and tame this mega sloth. I mean, it's big and dangerous, and if we flub the tame and it attacks, well, I don't know if a charge rifle's going to do it. These guys must have all been out hunting with Robbie here. Looks like Robbie gave up the hunt without getting a kill. That's okay, Robbie. I moved everyone's work a bit because what I had was the joy right after the work period and then some anything before sleep. But I thought better if they have the anything right after work, they can have their dinner and their anything and then have their joy before sleep. And that might enable them to complete some of these further off the map tasks more effectively. They're doing an okay job with the far off the map tasks, though. I gotta say, they're prioritizing well. So we did get a couple more wind turbines in, and we're slowly working on getting this area built up and armored. The mortar emplacement is kooky and has a million doors to get to it. It's going to be useless in combat. I may tear it out. This will be another bedroom. We need them. We dug some more bedrooms down here. We're going to need them. We had a marriage breakup. Here's the one. Oh, colonist needs treatment. Moore. Okay, it's 1 a.m. He'll probably stay in bed long enough for the night nurse to treat him. But let's locate the night nurse. That's Juarez. She's a night owl. She's well located for this mission. So we are going to get her to 10 Manny's asthma right in his bed. Wasn't it Manny? Oh, already doctoring more. Juarez, the night nurse. She rocks. She's pretty new here, Juarez. She just arrived recently. But she got inserted way up here in the colonist list. I don't know what the colonist list's priorities are. These two, Disaster and Rinky, are down because they were fighting. Punched each other up. Let's check their injuries. Disaster's got bruises, and Rinky's got more bruises. Looks like Disaster won that round. Sometimes they like rip each other's fingers off and stuff. It's like, no, don't do that. Uh-oh, I thought they were going to hit me with a raid. I'm saving game. Panic save. Every time the software stalls a little, I'm like, they're going to raid me, because often they do something. When the software stalls, it's plotting something. So here's the great hall. We got her all done in, and I used colored lights. So we've got our kitchen here, and they're cooking both fine and simple meals. And they've got rice, berries, and potatoes here, and they've got eggs and milk here. And we're finally getting lots of milk. We've got heaps of cows now. We had a bull wander in, self-tamed. It was here for like a second, and we slaughtered it, and like 2 cows got pregnant. That thing was randy. I guess there's a random chance when there's a bull in colony of a cow getting pregnant, you know. It just came up that way. So we've got a little food freezer up here. We got some simple meals with rice and berries in those ones, and some fine meals, milk, rice, and chicken eggs. I don't know, it doesn't sound that fine. We got a little chamber down here with 2 crafting stations with nice comfy plasteel stools, and they're set up to roll lots of joints, which will get stashed beside the TV here. There's still some blood and junk in here. Our janitorial staff are actually on it, but we had an insect infestation in here, and we had quite a big fight in here, and there was quite a lot of blood and mess. There were people with swords running around. There were people with guns firing off guns. Surprised the place didn't get wrecked. We got 2 nice billiards tables, sandstone, a superior quality and a good quality. Our constructors, you know, they do okay. Anything that was poor or worse, we took out of here, so there's nothing below normal. We got nice plasteel dining chairs. We really spent on those, but some of them even have art on them. Let's see, I haven't looked at it. An engraving on this furniture depicts Dean, Disaster Hydronic, tying Tristan Cowboy Edwards' hands as he writes on the ground. Cowboy is snarling with the fury of defeat. The scene takes place inside a township built near a river. There's no river here. Almost every shape in the image seems to be unbalanced. This artwork refers to the capturing of Cowboy, a little enemy of ours. We released him. We had one pirate lady. We treated her, released her, and she came back, so we killed her. I put in 2 sandstone horseshoe pegs right in the middle here for people to play with. And then we couldn't get the mega screen TV to look good anywhere, so we got our 2 flat screens out. And there's the cast radius on these armchairs, which are all alpaca wool. We saved up all our alpaca wool for them. There's the cast radius on those. I didn't, oh, we got cargo pods in. Okay, let's just jump to them. Pop. Oh, it's some dope. We'll unforbid it. They can grab it if they want to, but it's not a stress. We're doing okay on dope production. We should probably tip the balance on it, but it's okay. We got 2,000 in stock and 100 joints rolled. Oh no, only 68 joints rolled. But either way, I think we're okay. If it starts to tail out, I'll throw in some more dope. It does grow very slowly, so you have to watch. Okay, check the cargo pods. Right, I was going to show you, we do have a couple TVs in the hospital too. These you can build. We got tube televisions researched, so there's the cast radius of that. There's the cast radius of that. So 6 out of our 10 beds have some entertainment on them, because colonists are allowed to watch TV while they're in bed in the hospital. So usually if someone's down with some injury or whatever, they can watch TV while they're resting. Okay, so that's the Great Hall, and the other thing I did is we got a couple of artists in. Ilyana and Juarez are both artists, and they're mostly useless otherwise, except for shooting things and stuff. And Juarez is also a good medical. And we didn't want them working down here with our professional artists who have like 19 to 20 art skill and just churn out high-grade sculptures when we have materials, which we don't right now. We're not letting them at the sandstone, we're not letting them at the granite, we're not letting them at the limestone, because we're all saving that stuff up for armoring. Looks like Robbie got a kill. He's got himself an elk. Saving those up for armoring. We're going to get the armoring done in between episodes here. I'm not going to subject you to that nonsense. It'll take me like years to figure out how to do all the new walls and set it up and start getting power requirements set up for auto turrets and stuff. It's just going to be, it's a long process. I love it. We're staying here long term. We may build a ship. We might turn this area into a ship hangar and build a ship. I've never built the ship in this game. We do have an offer from an on-planet AI for a ride too. If we built transport pods, we could all fly to where he is and escape the planet as well. But we're going to make this a long-term settlement, probably spend a generation or 2 generations here. We've been here, what, like 4 years, 5 years? We're going to be here for another 20. I guarantee it. So I gave them private studios. I tinkered the areas so that the janitors can get into their studios, but nobody else can, and they can't get at these studios. They're both areaed out of those studios, although, you know, unrestricted otherwise. And so Ilyana's studio is Studio Bleuh. Studio Bleuh. quite pleasant. It's not particularly decorated, but as they produce good sculptures, we might throw some of their own sculptures in their own studios. When we do the walls, the carpet will stop looking like a mess around the edges here. We are going to internal wall everything, although after having a bug infestation in here, which is fully internal walled, it looks like they might have changed the rule about bugs only spawning where there's bare rock, so we'll see about that, because there was some pretty big updates to this game. So we got Studio Bleuh and Studio Green. And Studio Green, we were digging... oh, mad animal. A local squirrel has gone mad. Well, as long as it doesn't attack our empath or our other non-violent person, all it's going to get is shot. So, hello squirrel, let's jump to it. Hello squirrel, it's going to come running up and attack. Oh, there's Robbie. Okay, Robbie drafted. Bleuh the squirrel, don't hit the dogs. Oh, don't hit the dogs. Okay, good shot, Robbie. There's one dead squirrel. Robbie, you're undrafted. Go play billiards. That's exactly what he decided to do, is go play billiards. And that squirrel's gone. So we got Studio Green. And we were digging in here. I forgot. I think we were just digging to put a new corridor in, basically. Yeah. No, we couldn't have been because the corridor's tailed off here. But we broke into another undiscovered area. And it had marsh in it, so as soon as it got heated, it went liquid. And although it makes the room permanently dirty, if you put on the beauty, it's always dirty, even though it's cleaned regularly. It looks nice. And there was one floorable square out in the water. So we'll put her first sculpture on that. Or, well, she's made several, but they've all been crap. We'll put her first really awesome sculpture on there. Let's check. This is Juarez's studio. Let's check her character. So she's up to Art 11. She has double passion on it, so she learns at 150. So she's up to level 11. That's pretty good. And Uliana of Studio Bleuh, she started out at 3. She's up to 11 as well with only single passion. So that's pretty impressive. She's got a save game because nothing bad's happened. Wind jennies aren't making enough power to do anything. We've got just enough solar to charge the batteries when the wind jennies are out. The wind jennies at full give us massive power. We're like 35,000 over. Having all these geotherms captured isn't bad. Alright, well, it's 10 a.m. Everyone's fed up and stuff. We are going to go for this combat. So, put a deconstruct order on this wall. And we're going to draft everyone. Pop. And then we're going to take out the sword team and send them about their own business. Because I don't think we want... And we'll take out our non-violence. Aranika's a non-violent. And we're going to get this right this time, by the way. This isn't exactly a complex combat, and we're not exactly at a high difficulty level here. So we are going to get this right. Nobody is to release their animals. All they will get is shot. Some of them are probably going to get shot. Anyway, Oz can? Altruist, yeah, she is non-violent. She's so useful in all other ways. Ozcan's great. She's like the night planter. She's another night owl, and she's a great gardener. She's up to pretty much gardening 20. It varies between 19 and 20, depending on her duties, because they lose if they don't do. God, we got a lot of swordsmen. I was planning to make a couple more of the swordsmen back into gunsmen, but that'll be enough gun team to handle. So gun team report up here, so we don't shoot the one person we're going to send down to do that. Deconstruct. And who are we going to send to do that deconstruct? Is there anyone who's not gun team who's a constructor? Rinky, I think she's a constructor. Yeah, she's a high level constructor. So Rinky, you are also drafted. Those other guys are on their way to the other thing. So Rinky, you're going to come here. Oh, what do we got? Whoa. Chaucer being attacked by an Arctic wolf. Oh, snap, really? And nobody's there? And the other dogs probably won't even help. Hatfield's got a sword, so he can attack the wolf. He's the closest, but he's never going to get there. Chaucer's toast. And the other dogs just leave him. We're about to lose our puppy, man. Chaucer, fight for your life. Fight for your life, Chaucer. Fight for your life, man. Fight for your life. Oh, Chaucer, no. I don't even know Chaucer. Chaucer's dead. We lost another puppy. Damn it. Well, I can let Hatfield back off. That's awful. Stupid wolf. I should punish the wolf, but I'm not really going to. It's just doing what's in its nature. Frustrating. So that's a puppy down. We probably have like 16 pregnant freaking dogs, though. No, only 2 pregnant right now. We have been cutting the number of female dogs down. We've been selling the female pups, basically, because we're overbreeding dogs. It's lovely to have the big hauling team, who are still doing a little work out here despite all this beeswax. Are they hauling? No, just moving. No, they're going to be with someone who's drafted or something, or someone who's hunting. So the dogs are all going to be broken to poop after this. Okay, let's get time up. Get everyone in here, please. And where's Rinky? On your way, Rinky? Or Reineck, or however it's pronounced. Let's just see how that's spelled while we check her pathing. There, she is pathing to here. There's her pathing. Reineck. Reineck. I'm going to keep calling her Rinky. And where is she? We need her for this little job. Man, she taking forever. Is she broken or something? All the dogs are now broken. I'll have to totally fix them. There's no food overflowing into this kitchen right now. We don't have enough production. That gets fixed off camera. I'm not going to take you guys through that nonsense. Robbie just unbloody drafted himself. He drafted again. Like, come on, man. Spile, no. Like, no, you guys cannot leave. I just need this done. So you're undrafted. What? She says already constructing, but I mean for I want deconstructing. Pepper, no. Quit de-drafting yourselves, you jerks. This is not exactly that hard. Standing still is not a nightmare. Cut it out. Oh man, I'm just really pandemonium. We got a new puppy, I guess. Ancient danger, yeah, I know. So Rinky's gonna. I better save in the spare slot right now. Let's save down here in Yeta 3. Because Rinky's gonna have to get out of there really fast. Ilyana, like, I really don't appreciate it right now. Don't be lazy. Okay, Rinky's drafted. Get her out. Just bring her over to there. You guys. Okay, and this door we will put to hold open. Click. You guys will be coming in a moment. Oh, Rinky, run. Yeah, she's pulling out of the way. So everyone else, Willow. So all of you draft and stop being jerks, and then get into position and start returning fire to those things, man. Yeah, stop waving that area revealed. Colonist needs rescue. Manny's down. It's his gun. It's his leg is shot. Smelly, you're not even firing, so why don't you undraft and rescue Manny? We're gonna need these guys up in the firing line here somehow. Go here. Oh, come on. The dog's in the way. What? No. Okay, you know what, guys? I screwed it up again. I lost a colonist, and I'm just not willing. Like, I'm not that player. I have played RimWorld that way, but I want to take it easy on these guys. So I'm going to have to obviously replan this. I blew it again. I'm going to have... Oh, God, there's Luciferium in there. You've got to get rid of that stuff. I'll read you the info on it. A concoction of advanced glitter world mechanites that dramatically improve the body's functioning in all respects. Unfortunately, without the moderating effects of regular doses every 5 or 6 days, the mechanites lose cohesion, causing continuous berserk rages and eventually death. After the first dose, there is no way to get the mechanites out, ever. On the herb worlds, they call it Luciferium, the devil's bargain. Many have been forced to kill friends when no more of the seductive red pills could be found. $120 a pill on the market, too. So, yeah, we got ourselves a problem, and I'm going to have to... You know, I think I might have something nasty in here. No, I don't have anything whack nasty in here. There is a worn-out incendiary launcher lying around where we stomped some pirates out, I think. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. Yeah, it's here with this shotgun. Incendiary launcher, normal 54%, so... It's not exactly a rocket launcher, but it might be a start. I don't really want to start a fire in there, though, because there's all these cryptosleep sarcophagi. There could be people in those, or other mechanites, or mechanoids, or whatever. So the Centipede, age 460, equipped with a heavy charge blaster, watching for targets. Scyther, 433, charge lance, poor quality, watching for targets, etc. Alright guys, we got skooked, so that's today's episode. I'll come back with a rebalanced colony here and tidy up some things. You've seen Studio Bleuh and Green, and they match the colors on this setup, which all worked out beautifully. Food room, dope room, everything perfect. We get our new food ball dug. We've got lots of power for it. We're doing well on power. Let's see, it's 11, oh no, it's 2 in the afternoon and our batteries are only at 82%. That's not very bloody good. Huh? They should be at 100% at 6 a.m. I haven't put any more major drains on the power system. Has something come unwired? Well, I'm gonna have to, let's take a look, make sure everything's hooked up. That's all hooked up. What a mess. The wiring just gets kooky after a while. When we do the internal walls, we'll redo a large proportion of the wiring, because having the wiring outside the walls like this is quite dangerous. So, because it blows up sometimes. So we will get in-wall wiring everywhere, because that's, with the amount of batteries we have, that doesn't even cause a fire or destroy the wall. It just badly damages the wall and hurts anyone sitting near it. But we'll get all this power rerouted and fixed. I was supposed to be checking if everything's hooked up. I think everything is hooked up. I think the power system's just not having its best day, which means when I do the up armor over here, and there's not much even point to it because we never get attacked from this direction. Well, once in a while, but it's more often from here. But when I get the up armor done here and some new walls on, we'll probably increase this solar rack for some backup. Right now it's just oh yeah, you can put solar in the way of wind, it allows you to. I don't like the way that looks though. I like the wind to have their own clean spaces. We have used this one as a stockpile, but I was meaning to restockpile that somewhere else. What can I say? Okay, well, tour complete. I lost again, which is pretty sad. I'm sure I can do it. I see a major flaw in my tactic here was a lot of these guys weren't firing at all. We need to lay them out in a line and probably pretty close to the door. And then I guess the person who excavates the wall needs somewhere to run away into right away. So what we might get them to do is dig out a bit this way. It looks like you could probably just deconstruct straight up that way. Hey, what's that? Sandstone. It looked like compacted machinery. So we'll get them to dig themselves a corner hide. And then they can dodge out of the way. And then everybody can be here immediately ready to fire when the mechanoids appear. Because if we try to crowd down this hallway, we're going to get wrecked. What we need is long-range fire. This is where I wish I hadn't gotten rid of all my sniper rifles. All I've got is charge rifles now, because they're just better. But they're not better when they're in the hands of dead people. Yeah. What a mess, guys. And there's your brief little tour. I'll keep reading descriptions of stuff as much as I can in this game, because the descriptions are really cool. That's one of the funnest parts of this game, is the way everything is so well described. Here's our other bit of water in a room. Robbie and Pepper live here. Robbie's an ascetic, so he doesn't like this fancy room with like sculptures and junk in it. But we were digging here and we found some water. So instead of giving up or getting rid of it or whatever, we made it a room feature, which probably means this one's always dirty. Let's check. No, it's clean. So water's not considered dirty. We did put a demoisturizer here, and you can see it's almost expanded to its full radius. It takes weeks. It starts out like here, and then it slowly dries out the land. But this was all marsh, so we couldn't fortify. And this is all water, so we can't fortify. And I like everything at least 2 bricks thick, if not more. Because otherwise, one blast and they're in. And you need some time to gather your forces, so you need some armor. And I want some guns out here too, but we need more electricity for that. So I put a demoisturizer there, and I put a demoisturizer over here. Because I tried to build one in this area and it's all marsh. So what I think I'll do is I'll demoisturize this area fully, and you can see this thing hasn't expanded at all. There's nothing. And then I'm going to demoisturize everything across here, and I'm going to build a bridge, because right now it's taking them forever to trudge through the snow. Snow is like so slow for them to walk through. So I'm going to build an internal roofed, heated, floored, lighted bridge to join the colony into a full ring here. And that'll be a little bit of off-camera work. It's quite a lot of those moisturizers. I should check what the ground is here. Oh, it's all marsh. So I should be getting another demoisturizer blazing right now. They do draw some juice. They draw like 150 watts. That could be why my power system's getting into a mess. So marsh starts right there. It's red. You can't build. So what's the best? This way, probably. That's going to get shot up next time we get raided. And it takes weeks to work. But I do want this bridge. I really, really want this bridge. So it's all solid ground over here. It's mostly nice over here. But here it's not. I'll have to think. You know what? I'm not doing it right now. I'll have to think about it. Right now, the big problem is making sure food's balanced and making sure the dogs are operational. Can't be fixing the dogs because half our colonists are dead and we're quitting out. So that's today's episode. And I lost again. And until next time, bye for now.